you're the one, and that you are the prototype. We'll tiptoe to the sun and do things I know you like. I think I'm in love again. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm in love again. Let's go to the movies. Yeah. Oh, we're definitely going. I'm free Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But I said today must be my lucky day. Baby, you are the prototype. Yeah. Seems something out of the ordinary. You keep me in the bed for days. Baby, you are the prototype. I think I'm in love again. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think I'm in love again. Let's go where lovers go. I hope that you're the one, and that you are the prototype. We'll tiptoe to the sun and do things I know you like. I think I'm in love. Oh, I think I'm in love. Yeah. I think I'm in love. I'm in love with you. Let's go in love.
Let's not sugarcoat this. Some of the stress that you're living under, you stacked it yourself. Mindsets that hinder your life because you're carrying weight that's yours. That's not life. You turned your days into tests nobody asked you to take. Taking on extra weight, saying yes when you should have walked away, making things complicated just so you could feel like you earned whatever comes. These mindsets didn't just show up out of nowhere. They came from places that taught you to brace for impact, homes where love only showed up after you proved yourselves. Here's the truth that stings. Some of the pressure you're under is homemade, not out of weakness, not because you want to be miserable, but because you never stop to take a hard look at the patterns running your life. This is about catching yourself in the act, about asking the hard question, is this weight mine to carry, or did I just get used to carrying it? There's about 15 different types of mindsets that will keep you tired, stuck, second guessing, or moving in circles until your legs give out. you might see yourself in more than one. So let that sit, let it bother you. That's not shame, that's your signal that it's time to shift. We are now up to number 3, mindset number 3, moving the goalpost. Welcome to Blended Healing. You keep telling yourself that you'll be good when you hit the next mark. You know, the one, the raise, the house, the new body, the new business milestone, the relationship status. You hype it up in your mind like it's the finish line, the place where you finally get to exhale. And then you get there. And before you even take a breath, you already shifted to target. Now it's the next thing, the bigger thing, the shinier thing. And this is moving goalpost. And it'll rob you blind while convincing you you're just motivated. It's not that you can't achieve. You can. You do, but you never let yourself arrive. You don't even take the time to feel it before you back in the chase. It's like your mind's been trained to skip over the win and start the next race. You made progress, a treadmill. No matter how fast you're running, the scenery doesn't change because you won't let it. You think if I stop moving, I'll lose my edge, or if I celebrate, I might get comfortable and fall behind. So you keep it pushing. And on the outside, it looks like ambition, but deep down, it's a fear that if you slow down, everything is going to fall apart. Let's talk about where this comes from. Maybe you grew up in a home where nothing you did was enough. Good grades got you a you could do better. Winning the game, gotta now do it again. Maybe you were told celebrating too soon was bragging, or maybe you taught yourself to keep it moving because stopping meant that you have to sit with everything you have been avoiding. Whatever the reason, you trained yourself out of satisfaction. The cost, it's heavy. You start thinking happiness is always one more step away. You stop recognizing the progress that you have made because you're too busy chasing what's next. Because of that, your life starts to feel like a grind, no gain. You end up rich in the achievements, but poor in moments. And here's the danger. If you don't change this, you'll run for decades without ever feeling like you've arrived anywhere. You'll keep pushing the bar out of reach, telling yourself it's about growth, when really it's about never feeling like you're enough. Breaking this one isn't about lowering your standards. It's about letting yourself have the damn win. That means when you hit the milestone, you stop, you breathe, you let it land. You don't rush to make the next to-do list. You actually live in it for a second. You throw the little party, you sit with the satisfaction, you let yourself feel what you have earned. But here's the key. You learn the difference between moving forward and running from stillness. Moving forward is healthy. Running from stillness, that's avoidance. Stillness is where the process where you to appreciate, where you decide your next step without fearing of driving it. Listen, 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 listen. Life isn't just about the next thing. If you can't feel the now, you'll always be chasing the when, like it's salvation. And you'll never notice that you passed it 20 times already. So here's your challenge. Next time you reach a goal, freeze. No new plans for at least a day. No what's next talk. Just sit in it. Let yourself own it without earning it all over again. That's how you start breaking the cycle. That's how you start teaching your brain that the arrival matters just as much as the climb. Ashe, Ashe.
Thinking, baby, you don't know the world a damn thing. Light up, lavish light. I've been moving too fast, running low on grace, feeling heavy, but I found my space. Lavender dreams in a smoky swirl. This moment mine, forget the world. No stress in my chest when I take this hit. These herbs ain't just pretty, they legit. Tobacco free, just clarity. And I ride this flame like therapy. Lavish light, lavish light. Glowing gold in the quiet night. Smooth fire make me feel just right. Lavish light, lavish light. Lavish light, lavish light falls. I breathe deep and I claim my life. No rush, no fight, just vibes. Lavish light, lavish light, lavish light.
Welcome back. The next mindset is the constant comparison challenge. You ever catch yourself scrolling and before you even realize it, your mood is different? You're looking at somebody's good life pictures, new car, fresh vacation, smiling like everything is perfect, and then all of a sudden, your own day feels small. You were fine 10 minutes ago, and now you're side eyeing your own life. It's missing something. That's what you feel. That's what happens when you got your mind tuned into the constant comparison chat. A broadcast you don't even remember turning on, but it's playing all day in the background. Here's the thing, you're not comparing reality to reality. You're comparing your real life with the dishes in the sink, the days you're tired, the weeks that you're behind, to somebody else's highlight reel. You're stacking yourself against what they chose to show, cropped and filtered to look like they got it all figured out. And the wild part, they might be doing the same thing looking at somebody else. Where this comes from isn't always about social media either. Some of y'all grew up in houses where your parents compared you to siblings, cousins, neighbors. Look at what so-and-so's kid is doing. Why can't you? And that seed got planted early. Your value is based on how you measure up against someone else. Now, as an adult, you're doing it to yourself without even thinking. And it's not just looks or money or material stuff. You compare milestones. They got married already. They bought a house before me. They started their business and look at mine. Doesn't matter. Even if you wanted what they have, comparison will convince you you're behind just because you're not in the same place. The cost is deep. You start making moves that aren't even yours to make just to keep pace with somebody else's life. You feel me? You stop appreciating your own wins because they don't look like theirs. You make decisions based on optics instead of what's right for you. That's how people end up in jobs they hate, relationships they didn't really want, debt they can't pay off, and chasing a picture instead of building a life. You think you're catching up, but really, you're just getting lost in somebody else's blueprint. And here's the quiet damage. Comparison eats at your gratitude. You stop seeing what you've got as enough because you're too busy focusing on what you don't have. And when gratitude is gone, contentment is gone. You're left with low-level dissatisfaction running 24/7, even when life's actually pretty solid. Breaking this, first you have to notice what you're doing. It's sneaky. Half the time you don't even realize that you're sizing yourself up against somebody else until you feel that little knot in your chest. That's your signal. Hello. Second, you got to separate what you actually want from what you've been trained to want, because other people have it. Sit with that question. If nobody could see me have this, would I still want it? If the answer is no, that's not your lane. You might have to take it a step further, unfollow, mute, limit exposure to the people whose lives trigger that constant mental measuring tape. Not because they're doing anything wrong, but because you need to get your head back in your own lane. And the truth is, you can't build your life looking sideways. Every time you turn your head, you're slowing yourself down. And when you're too busy watching their road, you'll miss your own damn turns. And here's the bottom line. Your path is yours alone. You're not late. You're not early. You're not behind. You're not ahead. You're just on your timeline. And you'll never see the beauty in it if you're stuck watching someone else's feed more than you're paying attention to your own life. Ashe? Makes sense? All right. I'll be right back, and then we're going to get into the next mindset. It's a humdinger, y'all.
Body butter, shade, sage, washing off yesterday's weight, spell in the steam, peace in the flame. I call my power, speak my name. Rose quartz on my windowsill, lavender mist when I need to chill. Aura bright, no fake shine. Everything I touch is by design. Sacred glow, I feel divine. Every drop's a blessing by design. Soap so rich, spray so clean. Burning candles while I live my dream. Crystal charge, my spirit's high. Anointed oil, now watch me rise. Not just a scent, it's essential. I stay tapped in with Jamaica essentials. by moonlight's kiss, protection in every little drip. From the root to the crown I rise, ancestral hands all in this fight. No mass made, this is hand poured. Every scent opens up a door. From conjure to calm, from shadow to light, she Mecca keeps my soul alive. Blow deeper, feel it unfold. Magic in the jar, ancient and bold. Every blend got a story to tell, and I wear it like a spell. Yeah, stay tapped in. Chimaka Essentials.
This mindset is a little tricky because it hides underneath the label of independence. And independence sounds noble, even admirable, but call it what it really is when you peel it back. Carrying more than you have because somewhere along the line you decided needing anyone was dangerous. This mindset is called the I'll handle it alone complex. Maybe you learned it young. Every time you asked for help, someone threw it in your face later. Or you got let down so bad you swore you never give anyone that kind of power over you again. Or you just got used to people talking a good game but disappearing when it's time to actually show up. Whatever the reason, you started building this armor. I'll do it myself. I can handle it. At first, it feels like strength. You pay your own bills, fix your own mess, clean up after other people without asking for credit. You tell yourself, if I don't rely on anyone, I can't be disappointed. But here's the truth. That's not strength, that's isolation. That's you locking yourself in a one person prison because you're scared of the risk that comes with letting people in. Shows up everywhere, in your work, where you take extra tasks because you don't trust anyone else to do it right, in family, where you're the one holding everything together and nobody's holding you, in your friendships, where you're the advice giver but never the one to ask for it, even in love, where you let them think you got it all under control because you don't want to be a burden. Man, listen, the cost is brutal. You run yourself into exhaustion while people around you think that you're fine because you make it look easy. You rob the people who do care from a chance to show up for you. You start believing you have to be self contained. And that belief keeps you from experiencing the depth of connection you secretly crave. The wild part, folks will clap for you while you're breaking. You're so strong. You're amazing. I don't know how you do it all. They don't know the praise is just putting another brick in the wall that's keeping you alone. Breaking this mindset, right, starts with one hard truth. You're not built to do everything alone. Nobody is. Humans are wired for connection, collaboration, and exchange. Doing everything by yourself might feel safe, but it's not sustainable. It's how you end up sick, burnt out, and resentful while the world keeps asking for more. So, how do you start shifting? First, you gotta have to let the people see the cracks. Stop giving the highlight reel of I'm good when you already drowning. Second, start small. Ask for something low stakes and let someone else come through. Yeah, I know it's uncomfortable. And it might not go perfectly, but every time you let someone in, you're teaching yourself that it's possible to share the load without losing yourself. And here's the thing, not everyone is worthy of your trust, but some people are. You got to be willing to figure out who those people are instead of writing off the whole world. Because here's the truth, the right people aren't here to watch you drown, they're here to help you swim. But if they can't, if you're standing on shore pretending the water's fine, independence is a skill set. Isolation is a wound. Stop mistaking one for the other. Ashe? All right. Listen, I'm done. I'm not going to hold you anymore. The next time we come back, we're going to be talking about another type of behavior that you're not going to want to talk about. Because you see yourself in some of these examples, trying to do the most, mindsets that can actually mess your ass up. Sometimes you got to pause and stop and think about it. So the next time we meet up, we're going to be talking about the someday syndrome. All right? Woo. We're going to get through this. This is rough. And that's only number 6. You feel me? All right. I hope this helps. All jokes aside, I hope this helps. I really do. Because I'm giving you real life solutions with this. And for you to understand what those different types of mindsets can do to you. Be well, stay safe. Ashe and deep bow to each and every one of you. Make sure that you look out for one another. Be a good friend. Ashe.
I was born with a fire kiss, tongue like truth, breathe like mist. I carry lifetimes in these hips and prayers inside my wrist. They said I'm too much, too wild, too free, but baby I was never meant to be. Quiet, tame, contained, I am so untamed.
Worlds become portals, and the soul Oceanian, and this soul blessed you. What is meant for you
I am
is
so
already in motion.
slowly.
Let's see where it leads.
Magic in my skin, healing while you hold me.
The cards are just
Say my name, feel the shift begin. Alicia Dion, so work within, so work within. I read stars with my fingertips, found heaven in the curve of my lips. My voice, a spell you can't forget, I bloom in shadows, no. I see your light, it don't dim mine. We're stars in.
You're tuned in to Lady K's Lounge, where soul speaks first. Hey, hey, yeah. She don't need to announce her presence, she just steps in, and the room remembers who she is. This is Lady K, her crown don't slip, attitude and ease. Oh, she don't walk, she glides through smoke and prayers. Velvet nights and hair heavy with stares. Queen of the hush, she don't need no sound. You feel her presence before she's around. She's thunder and silk, a stone with grace. Lighting candles just by showing face. Glowing in her space. Lady K, your crown don't slip, even when the world tries to make you trip. Lady K, your fire don't fade. You were born a star.
From the stoop to the shrine, I've been earning my light. Earned it. Didn't pray for a savior, had to learn how to fight. Burn a sage like incense, but my spirit don't fold. Still got pain in my pocket and this mic I hold. I ain't soft, I'm sacred, that's strength in disguise. Eye to eye with my demons, I ain't blinking this time. Broke every curse that was signed in my blood. Now I dance in the storm, make a waltz out the mud.
Meditating in chaos, peace in the noise. Built a temple from trauma, turn my cries into voice. Crystals in my hoodie, cards in my palm. Yeah, I tear it through the trenches and I stomp through the songs. Word.
Whispers in the wind say keep going. My past ain't changed, though I'm growing. Every wound is a prayer in the sky. I bleed truth and I rise. I mix sage with the pain, prayers with the grind. Still crying in my DNA, but I still realign every time. Roots in the dirt, spirit in the ceiling. This ain't just therapy, this the anthem. Concrete rose, yeah, I bloom through the feeling. Tapped in the truth in these healing realms. Stitching my soul in the blended healing realms. Blended healing realms.